Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the 49ers and the Panthers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll run on first down. It's Barnes, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Barnes. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a
on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on not playing, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And this could be a whole lot of fun, because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. If it's close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Touchdown, Carolina. Henry Ruggs, 85 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a give right side. It's Barnes, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Barnes. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On the ground, right side, it's Adams. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Not much there, only a yard.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And it's complete to Mitchell. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down now, it's Barnes. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life. No doubt about it. But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling. And happy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Let's go. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. He's going to look deep for Moore. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for Carolina. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. Here's a play fake. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. There's Tremble, the tight end, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Here's Coleman now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go play action here on first down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jamar Chase, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge it. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
91 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Clifton forced out to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their mobile quarterback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Switch up, switch up. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the curls. 57, Mike.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troop. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to... And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Clifton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Clifton, flush to his right. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
We play to win. Let's go.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On 1st down, Clifton eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On first down, it's Barton, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Clifton. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Clifton escaping the pressure right.
Let's go, baby.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll try and sneak it here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers about ready to take over. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
57, Mike 57. Hey, time. 57, Mike 57.
Back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barton. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The 20. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Coup for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the field.
He's got a man, complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good.